What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Pokemon Legends Arceus. In the last episode, we gathered the last of the materials we need to go and take down Palkia, who still awaits us at the top of the Coronet Highlands. In this episode, we are going to be heading on that way, but I have to introduce you to two new team members. Well, I say team members. One of them is a very temporary team member, which is, of course, going to be Dialga. Hello. Hi. How are you? Oh, don't try to step on me like that. I don't know if I like that very much. Well, you're going to be coming with a little bit reluctantly. However, we need some firepower for what we're about to get into, so I've also decided to take a new friend with me. This is Arrow. Arrow is our new Garchomp friend, our Alpha Garchomp friend, and I actually took the time off screen to release a few Pokemon within our pasture to upgrade Arrow and, well, actually Dialga's abilities as well, but more specifically Arrow's, because Arrow's level 85. Should technically be stronger than the rest of our team, but obviously needs the EVs to compete. But with a few helps of some, grit, gravel, and the likes, we were able to get his attack up to 359, an attack stat higher than Viola. It's higher than Hubert's special attack stat. He is the hardest hitting, biggest punch-packing jerk in the entire crew, and we are going to be taking advantage of that wholeheartedly. I was able to get that all the way up to level 8, which is not bad. I wish I could have gotten the speed up a little bit more, but it works. It's fine. Changes moves around a little bit, so we got Poison Jab, Iron Head, Dragon Claw, and Bulldoze. It was originally, I think, Earth Power, which obviously is a special attack. Didn't want that. Outrage, which not accurate enough for my liking. And then a couple of them was like Hyper Beam. Too many special attacks on this Garchomp as was, so I definitely made some changes in that department. But it is time. Let's go talk to Mrs. Kagita and head on out. And here you are, Lost One, ready to face your fate atop Mount Coronet. Seems a vicious battle might await you. I'll go where I must. Oh, well said. Now hearken to my words, young ones. Time cannot be severed from space, nor space from time. The being you will encounter at the Temple of Sinnoh is Palkia, ruler of all space. If it is allowed to run wild, space itself will warp and bend here in Hisui, and eventually the very world may be broken. But you have the aid of its counterpart, Dialga, the ruler of time, and therein lies hope. Balance will be brought to time and space, and the world can once again be as it should. Now take Dialga at your side and make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. Here we go. I must say, this is quite the intriguing village. Perhaps I'll have a look around before I go. See what your clothier has on offer. Excuse me, is this a time for shopping? Well, I hardly have time for shopping if the world ends, will I, young man? Fair point. All right, Akari, once you feel ready, set out. We'll make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. All right, and I don't know why it turned me around like that, but let's go on out. Yeah, I'll stay safe, I suppose. Off to the summit camp. Is that the correct one, or was I supposed to go to the mountain camp? I don't frickin' know. But I think that's where I want to be. All right, let's take a look at our map, make sure we're going the right way. And yes, I do believe we are in the right place. Okay, let's take Weird Ear, and let's get on out of here. A lot of ground to cover. Well, not a lot, but a fair bit. And with this Garchomp at our side, hopefully this will be a little bit easier, I would assume. It kind of offsets having to bring Dialga with us, who is probably the most underpowered member of our team. Oops. And not because Dialga couldn't be if I had all of the grit items to actually make it competent. It's just that I don't. And so, Volo, just the girl I've been waiting for. I know you can buy various sundries at the base camp, but I thought it might be helpful to you if I set up here closer to the temple. I want to have front row seats if there's a chance to see into the world of myth and legend. I'll probably be creeping even closer to the action once the battle actually begins. Oh, but you won't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. And besides, I know all too well the strength of you and your Pokemon. I've got no doubt you'll have this whole thing tied up in a neat bow before I could possibly be in any danger. All right. Well, we know Volo's here, and we already know he's a little bit of a strange dude. I mean, there's not really much to say about the guy. He certainly seems suspicious in his actions, though. And it looks like Commander Kamado is up there with Irida and Adaman. I suppose reluctantly we can forgive him. I'm still kind of ticked off at the guy, though. That was a stupid decision. He never really did apologize either. For so long, I thought that I had to eliminate any outside element that might threaten the people of Jubilife Village. Whether that meant banishing you or seeking to destroy the Pokemon of the temple, I felt it was my only path. But you've shown me that I was wrong to think in such a way. Are you ready for this challenge, recruit? I'm ready to fight. Hey, Akari, let's meet tomorrow together. What is that supposed to mean? It's a saying we got in the Diamond Clan. It means you hope you'll both stay safe. Perhaps it's worth listening to what the Diamond Clan has to say sometimes as well. We will support you in whatever way we can, though I doubt you'll need it. Akari, protect Hisui and her people. Protect time and space for her Pokemon. And so we've encountered a Palkia, not as we know it, but in its origin form. And so we have to do this thing like this. Oh, goody. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be throwing bombs at this as much as we can, but obviously we want to get out of the range of these things here. So throw as many bombs as you can, and then dodge. Okay. Doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That is actually some pretty good damage there. Okay. Oh, gosh dang it. I took a hit. Okay, that was not the smartest. Okay, dodge. Move away, move away, move away, dodge! Okay, move away, move away, move away. It's going to do it again, and it didn't. Okay, we're doing good, we're doing good. We're going to have to move out of the range of that. Okay, it's fine. We've already got it almost down to half. Okay, don't get too greedy there. Perfect. You also have a little bit of a delay before the explosion happens. Come on. Almost got it. Dodge it. There we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Is it going to do that again? Yes, it is. Okay. Dodge into that. Run away, run away, run away. Dodge in. Okay. Keep doing this over and over. You also don't want to wipe it back into the purple fire from the original attack. Okay. We're making some good progress here. How are we doing? Oh, what is this now? Oh, I don't know how I feel about this one. I feel like I've done quite a bit here. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Okay. It's sending them in a row. Sending them in a row. Okay. Can we throw another one? I need to move out of the way. Thought I could get in a bomb there. Throw a few more of those. We're doing good. Oh, that one went though. I somehow dodged that. Okay, I somehow dodged that twice. I don't know how that works, but let's dodge towards you this time. Throw a bunch of them. We are doing some good damage. Oh, okay, we've almost got it though. Okay, now we're going to walk away from it again. Never prepared for that blue fire until it's too late. Leaves a much bigger trail of purple though after that last set. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, dodge. Please, quickly now. Almost got you. I think we got it. That should do it. She caught it. She really did it, didn't she? My eyes aren't lying, right? She actually went and caught it? Yes! Oh, good show! What a catch! You contained that fearsome thing in the Origin Ball. Absolutely astounding as ever, Akari. Thanks, Sinnoh. Just what I'd expect of my protege. Yes. So even the commander sheds a tear now and then. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, what a sight to have witnessed. Herf. Did he just... apparently that was a sumo... okay, whatever. Huh, well, at least it seems this is no dream. Listen up, all of you. We faced a calamity unlike any we have known, but we were able to overcome it by working as one. This calls for a celebration, a festival for us all. Gather your clans. This will be the greatest celebration Hisui has ever seen. Celebrate with the Diamond Clan? 2 clans together. Huh. Well, since it turns out we're both following a true almighty Sinnoh of our own, I guess the times when we'd fight over whose was wrong or right are ancient history now. I'm sure our ancestors would be shocked to see us agree, but this may well be the best path toward protecting the space we all share. Let us celebrate, for today dawns a new day for all those who live in the Hisui region. And that is it. That is Pokemon Legends Arceus. And you're probably confused because you're looking at this episode going, wait a minute, this isn't the finale. And no, it is not. We are not even close to being done. Well, I shouldn't say not even close, but we've still got a lot to do. I mean, we got a Pokedex to complete, man. We've still got other legendaries to catch. It's a Pokemon game. There's always after game stuff. But as far as the main story is concerned, this is for the most part it. This is all. We have beaten the game. That was the final boss, quote unquote. That was the champion of the region, the end of the Elite Four, and all that good stuff. But, you know, again, like with any other Pokemon game, there is so much more to be done. So we can't call it here. But what I can do is that I can at least take this time to say what I think of the game, like I do with any other credit sequence in any other game. So my final verdict on Pokemon Legends Arceus is that it is, by and large, one of the most interesting Pokemon games in the entire series. Is it one of the best? I don't know about that. I'm going to be flat out here. The dialogue and the characters and the story are just garbage. It's not the worst of the worst, but it's pretty bad. It's the way they write the characters is just a lot of fluff to say very simple things, and it makes the dialogue sound very stilted, in my opinion. There's only a couple of characters that actually sound pretty natural. Laventon's probably one of the more natural ones, which is not saying very much because he's not that well written of a character either. And obviously, you know, the stilted animations and whatnot aren't all that great. But the story, I mean, it's just shoehorned conflict after shoehorned conflict, and the justifications never seem right. That's the weakest part of the game, without question. No denying that. But the actual core concept, the gameplay and all that stuff is what makes Legends Arceus such a strong Pokemon game. The actual act of trying to complete all of the tasks within the Pokedex, not catching every Pokemon, although that in itself I would say is actually more enjoyable than most other Pokemon entries. But the actual act of doing what you're supposed to be doing, being a member of the Survey Corps, is, in my opinion, the freshest thing that the Pokemon series has done in eons. Like, it really is, in that one specific way, incredibly revolutionary. It's not super complicated, but it still does a lot right. And it's what carries this entire game beyond everything else that it has. I saw this sentiment many times when Legends Arceus came out, and I cannot help but agree with it every time I see it. This game is not well put together. It does not look very good. It is basically struggling in every technical aspect you can think of. But guess what? It's fun. And at the end of the day, that's kind of all that matters. It is one of the most fun Pokemon games that we have had in a very long time. If you are into action-adventure games, it is quite possibly the best Pokemon game that we have ever gotten, because it does kind of buck a lot of the RPG trends. They're still there, obviously, to an extent. The core Pokemon mechanics still exist, but it is by and large an action-adventure game. And in that regard, I think it's very fun. Yeah, not anything about it is really too in-depth. The core mechanics are pretty shallow, and it's pretty simple to understand everything and how the game works. But all of that nitpicking aside, and I will nitpick. I love to nitpick about video games, but this one in particular is just fun. It's a very fun game, and I cannot recommend it enough. In fact, I would even go as far as to say that it is one of the best games on the entire Nintendo Switch, just for that reason and that reason alone. I enjoy it a lot. As far as what's going to happen beyond this point, we obviously have more to do, and in fact, it's going to immediately kick us out into something else, I think. I can't remember if it kicks us back to the menu or not, but the ARC phone is beeping, and it's going to say something, seek out all Pokemon, and that is it. That is the only clue that we have. So if we really want to truly find the ending of this game, we need to actually fill out the Pokedex, catch everything. So let's take a look at our Pokedex. We have 161 caught, 188 seen, which I do believe, and I'm kind of trying to remember the exact number of Pokemon that means that we're missing. The number is 242, which means we are still, what is that? 81 away from being done here. There are also some Pokemon that can be added into the game that are technically not a part of the Hisuian deck, so don't be mistaken by those. But we're still missing quite a bit, which means we still got quite a lot to do. So, guys, when we come back in the next episode, and no, I am not going to be taking a break with this game like I usually do with these series, but when we come back in the next episode, we're going to be getting right back to it. There's a lot of quests for us to do. There's a lot of requests for us to fill, a lot of missions to be done. There's plenty more game left for us, and I am super excited for it because I actually think the aftergame is every bit as strong, if not stronger, as a matter of fact, than the core game itself. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.